Okay, we got Skyro playing Zawan in the blue versus Disobeyed playing Twins in the teal. This is open season, an earlier test your metal match. And yeah, I'm curious to see how this is going to go. I think Zawan is a really strong commander on this map. I mean, Zawan's just a really strong commander in general, but Vines on a map with a prominent rifle is really, really strong, and also being able to be aggressive against your opponent's strongholds also really strong. And I say that a lot. It's like a pretty common thing to think about. And he was really strong in Wargroove 1 as well. Just like lots of early pressure with Vines. Your commander's on the aggressive front. And yeah, Twins also very good. Of course, not quite as good as in Wargroove 1, where they were ridiculous. To the point where even in a meta where like other commanders were much stronger, you would typically see Twins get banned on this map, just because playing against Twins required extremely good map knowledge. And I think a lot of people just didn't want the science out that much. You would have to play a ton of games against a lot of different commanders. So, Wargroove 2, however, Twins still good, but not quite to the same degree. Which I would actually say is a very good thing. Okay, this sword up here is going to be annoying. That's going to be the case on both sides. Oh! Disobeyed's just like Nafan. You can just let that sword do what it wants up there. I'm going to ignore it for the moment. I'm going to have a knight. Get ready to put that village down, and I'm going to be more aggressive with my commander in the meantime. Which makes sense. It allows them to go for this village over here with their commander. And kind of chain a lot more effectively, as opposed to if they go up here and fight around that village for a bit longer, then all of the villages down here heal up, and that means the commander can't put any pressure on them. And you see that on this side. Skyro is already putting a ton of pressure on this village. Already has tier 1 groove. We are seeing Zawan put in a ton of work. This sword down here. Yeah, both swords are just going to flee to the corners, because there isn't really a whole lot they can do. Okay, this spade just going to mirror Skyro. Even has about the same amount of groove. And yeah, a whole bunch of units coming in here. I like the inclusion of the archer. Very useful option against the commander that has good options for blocking melee attacks. And in this case, Skyro able to get a kill with the rifle, picks up a sword that was defending and blocking his side. So nice little pick up there, and Skyro actually going to back up a little bit, I guess, feeling the threat of Disobeyed. And Heartbeat. No longer does this take down villages at half health. So it's just going to be used as a kind of blocker for the moment. Which, yeah, I guess that blocks the rifle shot, so makes sense. Will allow a unit to be placed behind the Heartbeat, which, yeah, sword's going to go there. Now, Skyro, what are you going to do? Contest this village. And go commander versus commander, and I guess both of these commanders are good in commander on commander fights, especially when the tier 2s come out. Twins obviously able to just drop fire and water on themselves, deal damage to their opponent's commander, and keep themselves a bit more alive. And of course Zawan able to do much the same to some degree, able to like pressure their commander as far as damage goes, and then, you know, wall up to keep themselves from dying. A bit different from healing themselves, but you know, it's a defensive option on top of an aggressive one, I guess is the point. Okay, nice use of this golem. Just gonna push up on this right hand side. And Skyro, you know, carving a nice chunk of this map out for themselves. That said, they're only up one village right now, and that village is going to get flipped. Disobeyed has their own golem in the back, actually. Ooh, I like the use of the injured swords just to be like, I'm just gonna whittle this village down a little bit. I don't want to give you groove, and suiciding a unit onto a village is the only real way to consistently kill one of your own units without giving your opponent groove. I know there are some other things you can do, like run them into like Twins Fire or something, but not gonna see that option here. Oh,
Nature's cry.
and here comes Zawan. Tier 2 groove, gets 1 kill, injures a bunch of other units. Knight crit from the injured knight is actually going to get a kill on that sword. Knight crits, of course, being extremely powerful. Yep, Skyro set up this nice aggressive position. However, that is a giant army that could be turned into fire, so I'm wondering if Disobeyed is just going to be like, I'm just going to pull the trigger and set everything here on fire. And it doesn't look like that'll be the case. No, just decides to back up. I don't know how I feel about this. There's a lot of stuff that could be damaged right now. Okay, second golem coming up here for Skyro. These vines gonna continue to do some poke damage. Ooh, nice pickup on the mage. Oh, and this vine's gonna find an opening to do a ton of damage.
Forward.
That said, you drop fire and water on them. And you heal up both knights to full, actually. Yeah, they're on 70%. And golem gets like 85, so there's a good option here to do some damage. Just the question is, will Disobeyed go for it? And it doesn't look like they will. They're just gonna kind of back up. And this is 2 turns of sitting on full groove, so you're not building groove while you're doing this. And Zawan is getting close to another tier 1. All the vines... Oh, actually no. I was gonna say the vines are dying, but they're really not. I mean, sure, they don't have really good damage opportunities, but... It even pulls one back. I wonder if we're going to see a mage heal on those. And Skyro is just going to be content to hold basically 3/4 of the map. And Disobeyed's pulling back. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about this. They're very far behind on economy, and the longer they hold out, the more that's going to be the case. And yeah, rifle crit plus harpy to take that village down. Yeah, Skyro just builds golems at this point. There is very little that Disobeyed can do, and I think Disobeyed really should have just pulled the trigger on their groove and just tried to fight their opponent. Even if it wasn't going to be a winning fight, you damage the army so much. And then you just go in for like a follow-up tier 1 after that or something along those lines. Yeah, Disobeyed, ooh, finds a nice little kill there, but they're just holding groove at this point. And, you know, this is TYM, so there's no timer. You go for as long as you want. And Skyro could literally just sit like this for the rest of the game. Shoot stuff with their rifle, hit villages occasionally, and build golems. Or just build witches, honestly. If you're this far ahead, you can just sit back, let your money do the winning for you. And yeah, these vines are still alive. And yeah, rifle can just slowly pick up kills and do some damage. And Disobeyed is in a playing not to lose kind of mindset right now. Okay, they're actually going to go in here. Oh, going for the hit with the twins? I mean, this will bring it down to like 50-ish%. Oh no, actually. Is that 40 exactly? Oh, that is 40 exactly. That's a lot of damage on the twins. Would have actually been better off going twins first rather than archer first. So that's a lot of counter attack damage. They're in range of a rifle as well. Ooh. I don't know if twins are just dead here. One suicide. From air troopers, which will do a decent chunk of damage. Oh, and a witch follow-up. Oh, I think twins are just very dead at this point. Are they? Oh, double mage? I think that should do it. Mages do, what, 20 on average? Yep. And twins are just dead. And disobeyed. We're going to see them go down to a second twin, or second set of mages here. And yeah, disobeyed just backs up. Let Skyro just push forwards, and unfortunately, you can't just sit back and let your opponent build up a lead. You have to be aggressive, engage. Maybe front switch if you really need to, but the entire army was just a gigantic blob at one point. And tier 2 was up. Could have done a lot of damage. These death kill stats are really awkward. I'm sure that's to do with vines somehow, but alas. Anyway, well played. Skyro's gonna take the win. They just played very cautiously. Waited for Disobeyed to give them an opening, and Disobeyed did. So that's kind of all there is to it. But yeah, really would have liked to have seen Disobeyed be a bit more active there, but